I'm TQ.
We are
the Q brothers.
Penhaligon.
Hey, Brad Johnson wrote in. It was a couple months ago, but we haven't been doing many videos this summer. And he asked if we would do Opus 1870 and talk about that compared to Sartorial. So, Brad, this is for you. Let's do it.
All right.
Opus 1870. I don't think we've ever reviewed this one. By Penhaligons. Sartorial, also by Penhaligons. We have a very well-watched video review. One of our earliest from many years ago.
We both know that one. Like, we both own that one and know it really well.
Yeah.
So we don't need to bring it up here. And
the first thing I'm going to say is that the use of all toiletries, razors, mirrors, shave brushes, combs on the design of this is very appropriate.
Yeah.
Because it starts out very clean and fresh in a way that just makes me feel like I just was at a British barber shop.
I'll be honest with you, this, and not that I would not be honest with you, so I'm going to stop saying that.
Be dishonest with me, Jim.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, why did I do that?
Be a little disingenuous.
This smells a little bit like our store.
Maybe in the soap section?
Yeah. You know, it's a little soapier than certain sections of the store. And maybe not quite as herbaceous.
Yeah, definitely. There's a soapiness to this fragrance for sure.
There's a soapiness. There's fragrance. Like, and I mean that in like a fragrance department kind of way, right?
Yeah, sort of a general.
I don't mean
bouquet.
Like, yeah, there's a bouquet there.
It's not like overwhelmingly like one floral, one spice. There's a little spiciness, a little floral.
There's a little powder. You know, you get a little bit of the.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's like, it's very groomy. So it's like, my first thing is, aside from any particular notes, is that like, if you wanted to smell like you were just at the barber in that great way, all the time, like this is a great fragrance. Do you agree?
Yeah. There is also the reason I say our store is there's also a wood to
There's
it.
a little wood herbiness to it. I agree. It's coming out a little stronger in the background, but it's really nice.
Like, and I mean, there's from the teas we carry downstairs.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with our store,
to the actual wood that makes the store.
Yeah, we have a wood, a really custom wood store, all beautiful old
from
wood.
1875.
Yeah,
this is called Opus 1870. It makes sense that these ingredients would.
Yeah, we sell a lot of.
Right?
Yeah, we sell soaps, we sell grooming products, but also herbs and loose teas and things that give our store a very distinct smell that's somewhere between personal care and sort of like witch's lair.
Yeah, and so like this is like slightly more on the barbershop and bathroomy side of that smell.
Oh, for sure, for sure. There's just a hint of it, but it does have that hint of herbiness, which is really nice and makes it interesting rather than being, let's say, I mean.
Otherwise, I think it would go department stores.
Well, or it would go to like Pinot Clubman, which is like a really great scent. I love it.
But it's about one note. Yeah.
But it's like just clean and fresh. This has a little more complexity. I almost feel like, am I wrong in feeling like...
There is a floral in there, dude.
But is there a tiny bit of like, is there a hint of almost like pine wood or something in the back there?
Sure. I think there's a couple woods in there.
Yeah. There's like just a hint of evergreen, but it's so subtle that it's not like that's not at all the predominant scent, but it makes me love it.
And I'm getting like a little bit of like a... and maybe this is when we were talking about the teas, but that's coming out more now. Is a little bit of the sagey kind of lavender kind of thing.
I'd say sage is a great description. Sage with like a hint of like a very small trailing bit of eucalyptus way in the background, like
a fir needle somewhere.
A fir needle behind all the soap. It's really good.
Behind the soapy sage.
So let's talk about it compared to Sartorial.
I mean, I wouldn't even put them in the same world, really. There's a slight powdery aspect in this that is a loud aspect in Sartorial.
Yeah, Sartorial
That's the only overlap that I see.
Sartorial is powder and honey and warm amber, and is a much softer, rounder, warm fragrance.
It's thicker.
It's thicker, and it floats heavy in the air.
It does.
Sartorial.
Yeah.
This is clean and light and fresh, but yet still complex. I have to say, like, Brad, I'm so glad
Yeah,
you
I'm
did
glad you
that.
did it because
Because
sartorial, which I've worn many times, has become a little loud for me at times, depending on the occasion.
Also, it's become a bit forgotten for me as we've opened up a huge fragrance section. I've got to admit, I've kind of overlooked like old standbys like Opus 1870. It's just like, yeah, I know it, it's great, and I'm sort of rediscovering a gem. Right?
I like it.
I like it a lot.
This is very in the line with the kinds of fragrances that I wear.
Yeah.
I like a lot. You know, I like the cleaner side. I like when there's complexity to it, but I'm not basking in it. It doesn't feel like there's a cloud around me.
No, it's not heavy.
It's not heavy at all.
But it's not faint
and it's not without balance. You know? Yeah.
It's really well balanced. I think I'm going to put some on today and wear it for the rest of the day.
Let's do it. I'm going to do it too. I'll ask my wife when she gets home.
Yeah, I like it.
It has some classic Euro on the first spray, and then it kind of gets into what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, we've also been testing a lot of things on our hands and body, so.
No, but
yeah.
there's a woodsy, soapy sage. I'd say that's like the major thing for me.
Yeah, well, it's more on my skin than it is on the paper.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Hopefully that's helpful, Brad. And anyone else. Compared to sartorial, it's worlds different. This is clean and fresh and herby and soapy, and I love it. Yeah. See ya.